Wow. I don't know how to do this. 10,000 subscribers, that's a lot of people. That is a lot of people. It blows my mind. I can't even really comprehend how many people that is. This isn't my first YouTube channel. I've talked about that a few times, but it's not. And before, I'd only gotten to a max of like 600. So this is surreal. This is the dream that 13-year-old me had. And to be living it is kind of insane. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you've given me. It's insane that you guys have managed to put up with me for almost 2 years. And it just means the world to me. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm still processing it a little bit because I didn't think something like this was possible. So now that we're here, I don't really know what to do, but I decided there was a Q&A that I said I'd do like 11 months ago. How about I do that? Yes, I'm in a bathroom. I'm sitting on a bathtub. I didn't know where else to record this, so it might be a little echoey if it is. But yeah, I was gonna make this, and then some of my YouTube friends said, hey, don't do that. So I didn't do that, and I waited, and now I think is a good time to do it. And also trying to get a little bit more comfortable with face cam content. So, questions, let me answer them. I answered some of them at the end of some of the videos around this time, but I'm just gonna do them all over since I'm sure some of my answers have changed since then. Let's get moving. I don't know what I'm doing. First question is from Venomous Socks saying, have you read the visual novel for Hitorashi yet? If so, what's your favorite moment/chapter? I haven't read the visual novel. Alex Canis, really hope I said that right, said, even though I don't find it as bad as people say it is, what do you think of season 2 of The Promised Neverland? Oh my god, it's fucking terrible. Netherman, love this guy by the way. Very popular person that comes around and comments on like literally everything. I appreciate you. Asks, what's your favorite arc and why, and what is your predictions for Higurashi Sotsu? One of these is kind of outdated, but my favorite arc in Higurashi, this is a really unpopular one, but it's probably Oni, like the very first one. A lot of people don't normally say that, but it's definitely probably mine because the feeling that I had watching it for the very first time is something I'll probably never be able to recreate. I was very invested because it starts off with somebody getting murdered and then all of a sudden they're alive again. And things play out kind of normally, but there's very obviously some kind of mystery going on, but you don't know what it is. And I remember, I think it was Keiichi that said, or maybe it was Oishi, that said, this is your job to solve this crime. And I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. And just the whole entire mystery and everything that was set out was really cool. I also am a huge fan of the Dean art style for Higurashi. I don't know why, but I love it. I think it looks awesome. I just really like the first adaptation, which I know is a very unpopular opinion, but I love it to death. Dynamax Sekrom, oh, I've answered this one, I remember this, says, can you make an explanation about the Diryu songs, since they are just as confusing as the series itself? Is it really? Are they really that confusing? I didn't know that. I haven't really looked into them too much. I just kind of listen to them occasionally. If they are that confusing and people actually want me to try to explain it, I'll look into it. Comment down below, let me know what you guys want. YouTuber moment. Sunette Craft says, what was your first manga/anime, and have you read a lot visual novel? Which one is your favorite and why? First one, it's always a choice between 3, which was Shaman King, Inuyasha, and Sergeant Frog. I don't know which one was the first. I'm pretty sure it was Sergeant Frog because I got into that during Flipnote Hatina. If anybody knows what that is, you're a real G. But I got into it because of that. There's this one Flipnote artist called K66 Gunzo that I was pretty obsessed with, and she really liked Sergeant Frog, so I watched it. And then because of Sergeant Frog, I went and watched Inuyasha, I'm pretty sure. Shaman King was 5th grade. Sergeant Frog was in 3rd grade. But Shaman King was the only one that I actually watched all the way through. The other ones I didn't because I don't know. Theo Ladney says, what's your ranking of the 8 original Higurashi arcs? Wow, there's a lot of Higurashi questions on here. I'm not surprised, but at the same time I am. If you haven't seen Higurashi, why are you here? Go watch my videos. Go watch my videos so that you can figure out what I'm talking about and what it means. If you don't watch the videos, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna kidnap your family. And I'm gonna make your family watch all of my videos about Higurashi, including you. So if you don't want your family and you guys to all get kidnapped by me and be forced to watch subpar videos on an anime about lollies killing each other, then I suggest you go and watch that video right now. Okay, ranking, oh gosh. The best one, in my opinion, is very much, I don't remember the names of them off the top of my head. I do for Sotsu and for Go, but not for the original. I would say number 1, edit a tier list here. Edit a tier list here, Hunter, to make it easy. That's weird referring to myself in the third person, but do it right here. First is Arc 7. 7, in my opinion, is the best. Second is, I think it's Mikishi is what it's called, or Miyakashi. It's the Shion arc. That one's pretty good. Third, probably Oni. Oni is my favorite. Not everybody's, but it's definitely mine. Fourth, I would say, is Tatsuri Bayashi? Is that what it was called? I don't know, it's the one with Rena. Fifth is, this is gonna be kind of wild to some people. Fifth is Matsuri. I didn't really care too much for Matsuri. It's probably just because I watched the anime. The anime was really slow. I stopped watching the show for like 4 months because I got so bored during Matsuri. 6 is the third one, like the one with, fuck, my knowledge is so poopy right now. It's with the buff guy. Oh my god, Akasaka. It's when he got introduced. 7th is number 2. 8th is the one that I didn't list yet. Don't remember which one it was. But it was that one. Oh, it's the one with Satoko, the one where she was, oh, I forgot about that one. That one's definitely not 8th. This is gonna look really weird. I'd say that one is 4th. So whatever one I said, we'll just move them all down. The weakest one is the second one. The weakest is the second, in my opinion. I did not give a shit about that one. Sanashi27 said, what made you think of starting this channel? And is there any video you have thought that you would really wanted to make someday? And right now, is doing YouTube as good as you thought it would be? It's just my dream. I've always wanted to make content, from movies to analysis to gaming let's plays to anything. I just want to make stuff. I love creating things. It's all I've been doing since like 6th grade. Even before then, I used to draw a lot, but then randomly I stopped drawing as much. But this is the dream. I really want to be a YouTuber or a director. And hopefully YouTube will lead into the movie industry. But that's what I'm here for. I just want to make stuff. I love it. I love making things. Any video that I really wanted to make, I can't remember if this was before or after the Steins Gate one, but the Steins Gate one was one I had planned on making since the channel was first made, and even before then, because before I made the channel, I actually had written out some scripts, like the Angel Beats one was done before I made the channel. The God of High School one, I made a few days after I made the channel. There were some other ones that started up before, like the Steins Gate one started prior. The ReZero episode 18 one was one I planned on making as well. Currently, I'm really hoping to make a similar-ish video to the Steins Gate one about ReZero. And I want to make something on Tokyo Revengers because I love Tokyo Revengers. And I want to make something on, I want to make more on Railgun. I also really want to make more on Fate. I'm kind of scared to cover Fate because some people on my Discord made me kind of scared to do so. Oh, by the way, I have a Discord. Did I mention that before? I don't think so. There's a Discord. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to make. And the issue is time. Time and motivation. I'm always down to make it, but like, things happen, and when things happen, I tend to focus more on the real life than, you know, the content. And that shows a lot in my channel because I was on a hot spree for a while. The channel was going so well, And then some stuff started happening in real life, and then I stopped uploading as much because I focused more on that. And hopefully that stuff is over now, and I can focus more on the channel. I think I've been doing pretty good lately. I just need to keep it up. And is YouTube doing as good as you thought it'd be? At the time of this community post, was doing so much better than I ever thought it would. At the time of recording this video, 11 months later, almost a year later, no. And that's not the fault of anybody here except for me and for YouTube. Me because I have not been as consistent as I wanted to, and YouTube because the copyright strikes really slowed my progress down. The 2 times that I really got motivated to go again, I got my Vivi video striked, then I got the Mushoku Tensei video striked, and in between somewhere there was a random ReZero video from like when I first made the channel that got striked. And I had to wait for those videos to get, you know, copyright free before I uploaded something else, or I risked my channel getting deleted. I don't know if you guys saw that video, but yeah, I was scared. Thankfully, I don't have to be anymore at the moment. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. But I really hope that isn't the case anytime soon. And hopefully we can continue this spree that I've started like 2 weeks ago. Daimajin asks, what is the best animated scene in an anime you have ever seen? Anime films excluded. Ah, fuck. Anime films excluded sucks balls because I was gonna say Heaven's Feel easily. If we're talking in terms of story, the best one is literally the entirety of Parent and Child from ReZero. That episode can make me cry every single time I watch it, and it's beautiful. It's well drawn. Animation isn't too crazy because it's mostly just talking, but it's fantastic. If we're talking in terms of animation, I would probably say literally any scene from season 2 of Mob Psycho. Any fight scene from season 2 looks stunning. The team in Bones just does not hold back when it comes to Mob Psycho, and it all looks absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen Mob Psycho, go watch it. What are you doing? Go watch it. It's so good. Phoenix Makai, really hope I said that right, asks, did you play Danganronpa? If yes, who's your favorite character? I haven't. I've been told to stay away from it, but maybe you guys think differently. Should I check out Danganronpa? I don't know. Comment down below. Yeah. Dark Anime Kitty 84 says, hey Hunteru, what's your favorite anime movie of all time? Also, want to know the reason of why you liked it. My favorite one of all time is Makia, When the Promised Flower Blooms. It is a brilliant movie that is absolutely gorgeous, and the story is just so heartwarming. It's about a girl that lives forever, finding a human baby that just had its parents killed, and she decides to raise the child as her own. And already we have a conflict of interest, which is a human baby being raised by an immortal girl. And it's beautiful. It is such a passionate and emotional movie. And I really hope to make a video on it someday because I think it's just so amazing. It's either that or Howl's Moving Castle. That movie I just love a lot too. I'd have to make a video on that one as well to explain why, because it's a lot. There's a lot for why I like Howl's Moving Castle. But it's probably Makia. Makia has stuck with me since I watched it way back in like 2018, I think it was. That was a good movie. Ashwin Desai asks, what's your favorite ReZero side character? I'm trying to think what constitutes as a side character, because every character in ReZero kind of matters. If it counts as a side character, I'll say Otto, because he's kind of a main in season 2, but not necessarily. If he doesn't count, I'm going to probably say Wilhelm. Wilhelm's so fucking cool, and his backstory slaps so hard. He's awesome. Freya asks, which character do you like in Umineko? Make the spoiler free for the folks who didn't read it yet. Oh, damn it. Oh, my favorite character. So many people probably already know who my favorite character is because I talk about them constantly in my Discord when I get involved in Umineko conversations. And I mention them in my community posts. Oh, but I can't talk about her right now. So for non-spoiler stuff, I'll say that my favorite is probably Battler. I fucking love Battler. He's so funny. But he's also like kind of crazy, but he's funny. I like him a lot. Spoiler warning here. You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm talking about it. There's a spoiler warning here. Skip past this if you don't want to get spoiled. My favorite character is Angie. I love Angie so much. She's such a badass. She's a tsundere. I like tsunderes. She is just such a tragic and cool character, and she goes through so much conflict in the series, and she is just amazing. Episode 8 with her in it, oh my god, I cried so much. It's just brilliant. Umineko's awesome. I fucking love it. And Angie's the best. Angie is the best. It's cool if you say otherwise, you're wrong. Angie's the best. Daimajin asks again, are you into horror, like horror films or horror games? Yes, actually, fun fact, this channel was not meant to originally be exclusively anime. It was started in October of 2020 because I wanted to upload movie reviews and movie content as well. So after I got out of high school and I think a ReZero video, I was planning to make 2 videos, one on Christine the Killer Car because I like that movie a lot, and one on Halloween by John Carpenter because that is one of my favorite movies of all time and I really wanted to analyze it. I've considered making another channel to do film reviews and film analysis on because I can't probably do that here since my channel is already very hard pressed in the algorithm as anime content. So I can't do that. But I love movies. I love horror movies especially. Horror is my favorite genre. Chance Cross asks, who's your favorite character in Hitorashi? My god, there are so many Hitorashi content questions in here. Favorite character though, Keiichi. It's Keiichi. I love Keiichi, which is a shame. I don't feel like people give him enough credit. I also really like Rika. Rika is pretty cool. That's about it. Keiichi's the best though. Eclipse asks, are you thinking about doing YouTube videos more regularly? I would love to. I would love to do YouTube videos more regularly, but the only person making all these videos is me. I script it, I research it, I record it, I edit it, I publish it. I get help sometimes with thumbnails, and I have people look over my scripts occasionally, but 95 to 99% of the process is me. And so if I am not feeling well or not feeling up to it, I can't do it. And I try to post as regularly as I can currently, which is like maybe once a week, maybe sometimes once every 2 weeks. But if I could like afford to hire an editor or something, then I would love to upload more regularly, but the budget is definitely not big enough for that at the moment. So maybe down the line, but not currently. Hey, I'm Shiro asks, what are your top 3 favorite anime? Number 1, Steins Gate. Number 2, ReZero. Number 3, if the Attack on Titan anime is different than the manga, it's Attack on Titan. If it's not, it's Fate Zero. These are all pretty self-explanatory. Steins Gate I made a 40-minute video on why I love it. ReZero I've made like 4 or 5 videos and there's going to be a lot more on that series. And Fate Zero I will talk about one day when I'm not afraid of making stuff about Fate. Dribbles asks, who do you prefer, Mion or Shion? I prefer... I thought that was going to be easy for a second. I think I prefer Mion because I'm not personally huge on Shion's archetype as a character. I think she's very well written and serves her purpose in the story very well. But I like Mion because she's sweet, she's fun, she's a cool leader, and she just wants her best for all of her friends. And I think that's pretty cool. Zenitsu Agatsuma, I think this is Sure from my Discord, asks, who's your favorite Toaru character? Favorite Toaru character is probably Accelerator. Accelerator has the best arc in this series. Hands down, no contest. He goes from being the villain to being a cool vigilante anti-hero. And he cares about this little fucking lolly, and that's pretty cool. I did a horrible job of explaining that, but it's probably Accelerator. Account Hinotora asks, favorite form of media when consuming content? Anime, manga, visual novel, books, games, etc. Movies. 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 Dynamax Zekrom, second question. Asks, what made you start your YouTube channel? Who is your waifu? What made me start my YouTube channel is two things. One, the want to create, and two, the want and desire to put messages in my videos. My favorite content creator is Markiplier. I feel like I've mentioned that a billion times, but I love Mark so much, and his content is really inspiring and pushed me to get through times that were pretty difficult. And, you know, I'm not probably the most entertaining guy in the entire world, so I try to put messages in a lot of my anime videos because I want to inspire people if I can, or I want to let people know if they're going through a hard time that they can make it through it and that they're not alone, or let people hear something that they might really need to hear. A best example, again, is the Steins Gate video. There's a lot in there for people that are going through it. And I really hope that that video was able to help people, because there are a few times I've debated taking it down, but I think keeping it up was the right decision. And that echoed. That is all of the questions. Doing facecam content is kind of awkward, but I wanted to give it a go because I do think I need to get better at this stuff for other projects and other things down the line. But that's all the questions. Thank you guys again for 10,000 subscribers. I seriously cannot express how awesome it is that we got to 10,000 subscribers. It is literally a dream come true. And I just cannot believe that it actually happened. I'm gonna stop talking about it now before I get emotional, because we're getting there. And now it's probably a good time to address the elephant in the room for some people. Maid stream. Maid stream is gonna happen eventually. I have to buy a maid outfit and I have to find somewhere to stream because my parents very much do not want me to wear a maid outfit at my house. So whenever I find a place to stream, whenever I find a good maid outfit that is in budget, it'll happen. But it will happen, I promise you guys. I'm not gonna just say I'm gonna do something and then not do it, even though I really don't want to, because I think it's gonna be very embarrassing. But when it happens, guys. But it will happen. So that's pretty much it. I don't know how to do outros, so I don't know. Bye.